Hi, everyone. It's Kathie back with another weekly live. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I'm, gosh, I hope you guys can hear me. I'm thinking of changing my days that I do the live streams. I put up a poll on my community channel and I've had some responses. But I usually, for a while now, I've been doing my weekly lives on Friday evenings, early evenings, Central Time in Chicago. And I'm thinking of doing the lives on either Saturday or Sunday, early afternoon. Hi, Penny. Happy Friday. Hope you're well. Penny, did you click on the poll and select? I'm thinking of changing my lives to either Friday or Saturday or Sunday afternoons. So I have a poll on my community tab. So if you're able to, okay, either way is fine with you. Okay, good. Yeah, I put a poll up and I'm trying to see, because I had to start doing the Friday lives later because my schedule changed. So, I know that it's with it being later, some of my UK people that like to join the videos aren't able to come on because it's kind of late for them. So I thought I would see about Friday or I keep saying Friday. Today is Friday. So either, Saturday or Sunday afternoons. It looks like on the community tab so far, it looks like Saturday afternoons seem to be the more popular one. So I may switch to Saturday afternoons, but like I said, I have the poll up there on the community tab. So if you guys want to vote, go over there and vote. But yeah, I'm still going to be doing my weekly lives. So that's not going away, just maybe the day that I do it. And then I hear that there's some people that aren't getting the alerts all the time when I go live. Penny, are you getting it? Do you get the alert when I go live? Because I've heard from some people that they don't always get the alert when I'm live. And I know that sometimes YouTube doesn't, I don't know. Oh, good. Yeah, I know sometimes some people say YouTube maybe, doesn't send the alerts for everything. I don't know. So, I just wanted to see if the alerts were going out there. But anyway, I've got my list. Oh, and I've got to say this too. This is crazy to me. So before I get into my list, so I've learned that someone is impersonating me on TikTok. I'm like, not even that big. So I don't even know why they would impersonate me, but they, downloaded all my TikTok videos and they on my TikTok, and they created their own profile with my name, and they added an extra R at the end. And then what they've been doing is they've been DMing people to see if they want to do, send money to get a reading. And I will never, ever do that. I never send messages to anyone, saying, hey, if you send money, I'll do a reading for you, like ever. So make sure that if you're on any social media, that it's me that you're clicking on. My name is KathieKinsler. Kinsler's with one R. It's KathieKinsler. So make sure that you're on the correct profile if you're, on some social media. So yeah, so I had to report them to TikTok, to get it taken down. I don't know if it's been taken down yet or not, but I thought, why are they impersonating? Why are they impersonating me? I mean, like I'm not, I'm not that big right now. So I don't know. I don't know. So whatever. I reported them to TikTok and asked that they take it down. So hopefully they will. And, but I just wanted to give you guys that warning that if you're on social media, I do have an Instagram, but I don't really post a lot on Instagram. I have a Facebook too, but I don't really post a lot on Facebook or Instagram because of Facebook and Zuckerberg. And I am not a fan. Not a fan. So I don't really, I mean, I have them there still, but I don't really make any posts on there anymore. But I do on my TikTok. I haven't posted on there in a while. I may try to start doing that again. But YouTube and TikTok are my two big ones. So just make sure that it's KathieKinsler with one R, and make sure you're on the right one, that it's really me. And just know that if somebody, creates a profile that looks like me and they're asking you, they send you a DM and they're asking for money to do a reading, I will never do that, ever. I have never done that. I will never do that. I have enough clients that I do readings for that I don't, and many regulars that I've been reading for, decades. So I will never DM you. So if somebody DMs you and it seems like it's me, it's not me. And let me know or report them if you wouldn't mind, please, because, I don't know why anyone would impersonate me, but whatever. It's a little frustrating, a little irritating. So anyway, hi, QV Love. Happy Friday. QV Love. That's interesting. Okay, so I do have my list of stuff I wanted to ask about today. And by the way, for those of you just joining, I typically do Friday. Hi, Melissa. Happy Friday. With the sunflower. Love the sunflower. I got my sunflowers over there. Yeah, for those of you that were not on a second ago, I have a poll on my community tab on my YouTube channel. I'm trying to see, because I've been doing my weekly live streams for a while now on Friday early evenings in Chicago, so Chicago time. And so I'm thinking of changing that to weekly live streams on either Saturday or Sunday afternoons. Like maybe early mid-afternoon on a Saturday or Sunday. Saturday seems to be the more popular choice so far. But if you guys want to go in and vote, go on the community tab and go on there and vote. And let me know. So I may start doing a different time and day and time in the next couple weeks. Yes, watch out for the scammers. Yes. Hi, Chris. How are you? Happy Friday. Yeah, I mean, I was shocked. I was like, I just have, I think 2,500 or something followers on YouTube, and I haven't really done my TikTok. I haven't kept up on it like I should because I can't stand TikTok, but I do have a TikTok. So somebody's impersonating me on TikTok, and I just, thank you. Thank you, QV Love. Yeah, so I don't understand why they're impersonating me. I guess they ran across me and found me and whatever. So, yeah, I reported them to TikTok to take their profile down. So hopefully they will. But I had, a follower message me and basically say, hey, somebody's impersonating you. They sent me a screenshot of the profile. And of course, they blocked me. So I couldn't opened their profile to see them. Tricky, tricky. So luckily, this person that messaged me sent me a screenshot of what it looked like. And it looked like my profile mostly. They had taken my videos and uploaded them on their site. It was ridiculous, ridiculous. So anyway, they spelled my name, KathieKinsler, but they put an extra R at the end. And, we're DMing people saying, hey, I'll do a reading for you, and, asking for money. And I will never do that. I've never done that. And I don't need to do that. I have clients that I read for on a regular basis. I've been doing this for, 38 years. I don't need to DM people. So if you get a DM and it looks like, me, make sure that it's the correct profile and know that I won't DM anybody. Yeah, it is crazy. I just don't DM people. So, if you want a reading, you're happy to book with me, but I'm never going to DM ever. Ever, ever, ever. I don't need to. I have plenty of clients on my own. So anyway, all right. So I have my list, and there's a couple of really interesting things that, I wanted to ask about. So first of all, we're going to start with Britney. Well, it's kind of it's related to Britney Spears, but it's not exactly about Britney. So what it is I don't know if you guys have heard this, but I heard that Jamie Lynn Spears, Britney's sister, Jamie Lynn, had their dad, Jamie Spears, move in with her, and supposedly to help him because I guess he was I think he was sick for a while, but then I think I heard that he was in rehab or something, allegedly. So anyway, she invited him to move in, but not only that, she has asked him, and she's had her dad watching her kids, because I guess, wow, so much energy put into negative activities. Yeah. I mean, that's why I'm always saying to you guys, do energy clearing, because there's a lot of negative, people out there that are operating from dark energy rather than light energy. But anyway, so I guess Jamie Lynn Spears was on Dancing with the Stars, and I think she was voted off. I wouldn't watch it. I do like Dancing with the Stars. I don't watch it all the time, but I specifically would not watch it when she was on it, because I don't like Jamie Lynn Spears and what she's done to Britney and all of that. So I specifically did not watch it, and I hear she was voted off. But in any event, while she was doing that, she was having her dad babysit and watch for, watch her kids while she was away. Well, if you remember, Britney Spears had I don't know if it was Britney or if it was K-Fed. One of them had a restraining order against Jamie Spears many, many years ago, because Jamie Spears allegedly hit one of Britney Spears' sons, or pushed him or something. So they got a restraining order against him. And so, and allegedly he's been an alcoholic, Jamie Spears, forever. That's why he's been in rehab and whatever. So why in the world would Jamie Lynn let Jamie watch her kids? I don't understand that. I don't get it. But allegedly that's what's going on. That's the latest thing going on. So, I wanted to ask, isn't she married? Yeah, as far as I know, she is. I mean, I don't follow Jamie Lynn that much, because I just don't like her. I don't like what she's done to Britney, especially all the stuff in her book that was, a joke. Anyway, a lot of filled with lies. And so I think she's married. Yeah, I think she's married. I don't know exactly if I assume that she still is. The last I knew, she was married, with these kids. So, But anyway, so what I wanted to ask about this was I wanted to ask if there's a couple little things I wanted to ask about with regard to Jamie Lynn having Jamie Spears there. Is I wanted to ask, will you guys read Britney's book? I want to. Oh, absolutely. I will absolutely purchase Britney's book and read it because I'm a huge Britney fan, and I absolutely will. Yeah, you know what? I need to order it. You know what? I got to add this to my list because I keep forgetting to order it. So let me add this to my list just so I don't forget. Because I do want to order it. I want to support her. I want to, I love Britney Spears, so I want to make sure that I support her. So yeah, I'm going to definitely order it. I added it to my list so I would remember. But anyway, so what I wanted to ask about, the first thing I want to ask about Jamie Lynn and Jamie is how do I say this? If Jamie Lynn's kids will be okay, I'm going to say it like that, with their grandfather watching them, Jamie Spears watching them. I'm going to say it like that. Hopefully they will be, but I'm going to say it like that. Well, I think for the most part, it's going to be okay. I think for the most part, it's going to be okay. I mean, I get this virtually every time I've ever asked about Jamie Spears. Really dark energy. So I always get this, and I'm still getting it for Jamie Spears. So this is, what he is allegedly and what he's operating from. And, I'm still getting it. However, I think for the most part, it is going to be pretty balanced. And I think Jamie Lynn's kids will be fine. I mean, that's who I would worry about, right? I mean, I already worry about them with a mom like Jamie Lynn because I don't think she's, whatever. I just don't like her. I'm not saying she's a bad mom. I don't really know how her parenting skills are, but anyway. I mean, I have thoughts about that whole thing when God, that was horrible that her daughter almost drowned or whatever. That was kind of a weird situation. But yeah, I would say for the most part, it's pretty balanced. So I think the kids are going to be fine with him watching. The other thing I wanted to ask, by the way, I don't know that the kids allegedly are very happy being with Jamie Spears. I don't know. I don't know that I feel that they actually like him, allegedly. But, are they going to be okay? I'm getting a yeah. So now I want to ask is Britney upset about this, or, I don't know if she's spoken to them or what, but I just want to ask, and then we're going to go on to a different topic, but I want to ask if Britney is upset that Jamie Lynn is allowing her dad to live with them and the kids and also watch the kids. Yeah, I would say Britney's upset. My guess, she couldn't care less. Well, I do get that she is upset. And I think the reason, yeah, see, I'm getting a definite yes that Britney does. She is upset, and I think it's because she does care about, even though she, is feuding or not close with Jamie Lynn anymore. Definitely not close with Jamie. Um, she still worries about Jamie Lynn's kids because they're still her family. Those are her nieces, or I think Jamie Lynn has two girls. I can't remember, but they're her nieces, possibly nephew, whatever. And so they're family, and their children. So yes, Britney, I get that she is absolutely, yes, she's definitely not happy about it, and she thinks that Jamie Lynn made a big mistake having their dad move in with her and watching the kids. And she thinks that Jamie Lynn should make Jamie hit the curb. So I don't know if Britney has had a conversation with Jamie Lynn or what. I don't know, but Britney thinks that, Jamie should be kicked to the curb. He should not be even living there, let alone watching her kids. Hi, David. Happy Friday. So, I mean, I do get that Britney is, not happy about it. And I think it's just because they're kids and they're her family. So I understand. I mean, I'm not related to him, and I wouldn't want Jamie Spears to be watching my kids. That's for sure. Both mom and dad are running out of funds. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if the conservatorship, I know what the conservatorship is technically, for the most part, over. I know there's still some legal aspects that I believe they're still working through. So I don't know if Jamie is still getting paid some monies. I don't know if he's been officially taken off or if he's still in some capacity. I don't know. So I don't know. But, that whole family is just a big, dark energy. Just a big, dark energy. So I thought he was no longer getting money. I mean, maybe that's it. I to be honest, I really don't know. I kind of feel like when I'm focusing on the energy of the situation, I pick up the energy that Jamie still may be getting some money in some capacity. It may not be literally as the, conservator, but it's in some capacity. So I don't know if it's as a side thing to pay some bills, or I'm not sure. That's what I feel when I focus on the energy. It's not as nearly as much as he was getting before, but I feel like he's still getting some. The only one getting money is her attorney. I mean, I hope that that's true. I hope that that's true. I just feel like there's a lot of people still getting Britney's money. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. The whole situation just really makes me angry. As it does everyone else. If he has to live with someone he didn't manage money well. Yeah, well, I think that, if I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong on this, I think I heard the reason he moved in with Jamie Lynn is because of his bad health, and he's not doing well. And so it was kind of to help him because he's not doing well with his health. I think that was the reason. And his drinking, allegedly, I think he's been drinking for a number of years, and that's not kind on your body either, allegedly. So yeah, it's a sad situation. Karma can do that. Absolutely 100%, especially when you're messing with dark energy. The dark energy see, people don't realize this. When you're messing with dark energy, it's it's it ends up really coming back at you threefold. Triple is strong, and it's really going to do. I've known people who have messed in dark energy and dark magic and all of that, and at the ends of their lives they are in awful shape, like physically awful shape. They're in depression, their body's breaking down. One lady I knew was in a wheelchair. I mean, it just it doesn't it's not kind, and I don't know why people don't understand that, not to mess with it. I don't get it. I don't get it. All we can do is just keep protecting ourselves and sending out, love and light and God energy. And, that's all we can do. We can't save the world. Wish we could, but you can just make sure that you're just protecting yourself, just make sure you're protecting yourself and your loved ones. So, okay. So the next topic, Ariana Grande. I hear that she's been spotted with this Ethan Slater, who I have no idea who he is. I don't know. But I hear that they're now moving in together or living together in New York City. So I don't know. I mean, I think I really don't know much about him. I don't even know who he is, but I think he was married and didn't like being married, but now he's, in this serious relationship supposedly with Ariana Grande. So, I mean, I know the last time I asked about Ariana Grande months ago, it was on one of my live streams. And I think someone had asked me to take a look at her marriage at that time. And I saw it was not good. I knew it was heading for a breakup. I saw that, so I don't know if they're divorcing, if they're literally in divorce right now or what, but because I just don't follow Ariana Grande like that. But anyway, so I wanted to ask, just how serious is this relationship with Ariana and Ethan? Are they really living together? Is it going to work out? I kind of wanted to ask that. If any of you guys know who this Ethan Slater is, let me know. Because I don't know. Is he another actor? Is he? I don't know who he is. I don't know. So let's see. So let's first ask about the relationship. How serious is this between those two? Well, it looks like they're having fun. Especially Ariana. I think he's a Broadway performer. Oh, okay. Okay. Interesting. So I don't know what his money situation would be. I mean, I obviously Ariana Grande probably has, a lot of money because she's so huge and successful and all of that. But what I get was, I think Ariana was going through a bit of a depression. And I'm getting that this relationship is helping her to feel better. It's kind of pulled her out of her depression. Do I feel like it's the one, like true loves for them. I don't know about that, but I do get that Ariana's really doing much better coming out of her depression. Um, and this is interesting. I'm seeing that there's a lot of happiness and joy. I do think she's still mourning the loss of Mac Miller. I don't even know who Mac Miller is. Was that her husband, or I don't even know. But anyway, so I get that there's a lot of happiness in this relationship with Ethan. And this is interesting. They're in talks about some sort of project or deal. He was her rapper boyfriend that died. Oh, that's sad. That's sad. Let me focus on. Yeah, I think you're right, Chris. I think she does have a lot of still kind of grieving some of the loss of Mac Miller. I don't think she ever quite got over his passing. And oddly enough, though, I don't feel her strongly depressed over her marriage not working out. I don't think that was probably a good relationship for either one of them, Ariana and her recent husband. So I don't feel her grieving that. But I also just get some residual depression. So just some depression, like in general, like how things might be going in her life. So it's kind of a combination of a couple things is what I'm picking up. But anyway, I think Ethan and Ariana are thinking of doing some kind of project together or business deal, or I don't know what that would be because I don't know if he sings or whatever. I don't know. But I think that they're working on some kind of project. They're in talks right now about that. I actually think whatever it is that they're going to do together, this project, this business thing, is actually going to be pretty successful. And it's going to get Ariana to even be a little more popular than she is right now, if that's possible. She seems pretty popular to me right now. But it's gonna give off really good vibes to her fan base, and a lot of people are going to look at her in even a better light than they are now. And she's going to pick up even new fans as well. So whatever this project is, it's really good. If I was talking to either one of them, I would say do it because it looks like it's really, really good. It's a good business arrangement project, whatever you want to call it, to get into. So whatever that is, I do think that I think it's good for both of them, but especially her. I also feel like she's been not, I feel like she's been not exactly happy, allegedly, with how her career has been of late, say in the last year and a half. And I don't know why that is, because I don't know a lot about Ariana. I don't, really listen to her music or anything. I probably have heard her stuff and just not known it was her. But I'm getting that I think she hasn't been exactly satisfied or happy with where her career is, which could be exactly why, her and Ethan are doing something a little different, which I think is going to end up being really good. You know what? I keep hearing movie. I wonder if they're going to make a movie. Has Ariana done any acting in the past? I keep hearing movie. I wonder if they're going to make a movie together. Because I feel like whatever this project is that they do, it's different. They are in the Wicked film together. Oh, gotcha. Hi, Manil. Gotcha. Okay, so I feel like it's not singing, and I feel like I keep hearing movie, so that would make sense. I just feel like it's good. Whatever, if that's what this project is that I'm picking up was the Wicked, the musical. Oh, so if it's a musical, then yeah, they are singing. I guess I'm thinking not singing like her, producing a record, like of her regular songs like she has in the past. I feel like this is just a little different, but it's really good. It's lifting her up. It's lifting her out of her depression. She's feeling better about herself, and I can see her doing more of that kind of stuff where she's acting. I don't even know necessarily it's going to be all musicals. I feel like she wants to branch off maybe into some like regular acting in a regular movie. Um, Informers are telling that she is working on a new album that is unlike anything she has ever released. Let me focus on that. I am hearing a yes. I would say she is working on a new album. I do think it'll be different, but you know what? I'm not feeling that her heart is entirely in it like it has for previous records. I feel like, and this is alleged, I feel like she wants to start doing something else, allegedly. I just feel like I think she wants to focus on other things. Like maybe I keep hearing acting, movie. I keep hearing that. And I don't think it's just a musical. I feel like it's like a regular movie. And I feel like she just wants to kind of go in that direction a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I am hearing yes, that she is producing another or working on another album. I do think it'll be different too. I am getting a yes on that. I just don't feel her heart is in it. Like I'm feeling how she's feeling about it allegedly is, oh God, here we go again. It's more of the same. I want to do something else. I think she's just kind of gotten a little burned out with that and a little bored with that. Oddly enough, if she does take a break from doing records and or maybe not even a break, but does other stuff like acting, and even if it is musicals, although I think she's going to be doing a non-musical, but even if it's just acting or whatever, I feel that's going to give her like a renewed energy, a renewed purpose, and it's going to get her out of her depression. And it's just, I feel her uplifted. So I would say it's good if she does do something different, because I can feel what it's doing to her energy, which is really good. It's like lifting her up. So I hope she does do that, whether it's more musicals, a movie, whatever it is. I hope she does. Oh, she was a child actor. Ah, got it. Got it. See, I don't know about these celebrities that I ask about. I only know about a couple of them that I really, really, followed, that I like. But other than that, I just don't follow what they do, or, I hear the name, I know who they are, but I don't really follow. So I think she wants to get back into acting again, and kind of go in that direction. And I think it's a good idea for her to do that, because I feel like that's where her energy is pulling her, and it's going to uplift her and give her some renewed energy and vigor again. So I would say, if I were talking to her, I'd say do it. Go do what you want to do. I feel like she's been working towards that goal for a long time. She took her time apart from her singing for 2 years, and she is focused on releasing products for her beauty company. That's funny that you just said that, because I also was getting an image of makeup or body wash or something in my head. And I thought, nah, she's not going to do that. So that's interesting. I do think she's going to do something bigger with skincare or body washes or whatever. I feel that strong. I definitely got an image of that. So I do think she's going to be doing that. And I guess she's going to enjoy that. But you know what? I'm getting out of the 3, singing, producing records, the beauty industry, beauty makeup and all that, or acting in movies. Movies is what she's really being like. That's what she's drawn to. Excuse me. She just really wants to do that. So I would tell her, do that, because I can just feel how it's going to kind of transform her energy. I think it's really good for her to do that. I know she is 30 now, so probably wants to do something different. Yeah. I just get her really wanting to, do exactly what you just said, Penny, do something different, and, that she can grow herself. She's really looking, I can feel her. She's doing a lot of self-discovery, soul searching, looking at life and saying, what do I want in life? What do I want to attain? What are my goals? Because they're very different than how they were for her, say, 10 years ago. Very different. Now, I know that happens for a lot of people as they get older, but she's really, I'm not saying she wasn't mature before, but she's really maturing and, really looking at things more maturely. And what does she want to attain? What will be good for her? What will help her? What will make her feel like she has a purpose? Like, I can feel that energy with her. She has been known for her acting in Victorious as a dumb, weird girl. And I feel like she's definitely wants to walk away from that image in her acting. Yeah, that's not what I'm feeling from her at all. Not at all. I feel like that maturity level that she wants to grow. She wants to grow, and she's got aspirations, but very specific goals in mind. I'm just getting that and good for her. Good for her, Ariana. You do what makes you happy and what you feel you want to do to grow. So I applaud her. I applaud anyone who will do anything for themselves that makes them grow and, do to make them feel like they're fulfilling what their life is and leading a fulfilling life. I might say it like that. So I would say good for her, but that's what I feel her doing. I just think that, so again, we got way off track, but I feel with Ethan, I wouldn't say it's like the one or like, a true love, but it's a good relationship. And I do feel it's a soulmate, and they're meant to kind of get together at this time in their lives to work on some karmic things together. And there's definitely a purpose and a reason that the two of them are together. So, and it's a good reason. I mean, I feel a really good energy between them. So yeah, I don't know if they'll be together forever, but I don't even know that I would say that they're going to get married. I don't feel that, but I do feel it's pretty good. So anyway, that's what I'm getting about Ariana. And Ethan feels like he's very mature. Again, I don't know who he is, but I feel like he's so however old he is, he feels very mature for his age. And I feel like he's going to have a good positive influence on Ariana. He's 31. Okay. So they're about the same age. So I feel like, he's very mature for his age. And I feel like, especially with, business and moving in certain directions, he's going to be really good for her in that area. He seems like a sweet, positive guy. Yeah, that's what I feel. I feel he's a really, good for them. I feel like he's a really nice energy person. And it's exactly what Ariana needed at this point in her life. So, and I think, I think he'll bring he'll be a nice, he'll bring some good, positive things into her life for her. So that's good. That's good. Good for her. All right. Are you guys sick of hearing about this? Because I know I am, and I don't even follow celebrity stuff. Taylor Swift and Travis KeLCE. Who's heard of them? Maybe I should ask who hasn't heard of them, because I feel like I am like so tired of hearing about them. It's literally, so I do watch NFL football here in America. And so I like it. I watch not just my home team, but I watch a lot of different. You love football, so you're okay with it. Well, here's the thing though. So I'm watching the games, right? Happy for them, but tired of it already. I'm tired of it already too. That's what I'm saying. So here's the thing. Like the last several weeks, every time I'm watching, is he with the Jets, or I forget what team Travis KeLCE's with. Anyway, whatever team it is, she's in the box office. The camera is constantly panning up the Chiefs. Okay. Constantly panning up to the box office, showing her there, getting close with his mother. And then she's bringing other friends there, like Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. And then the announcers who are there, their job is to narrate the games, right? Every 2 seconds, they're saying something about Taylor Swift. I'm like, okay, can you stop already? We know Taylor's there. Why are you still talking about Taylor Swift? I don't care that she's there. I want you to narrate the game and the plays on the game. Why are you, so that's, I've said that out loud because my husband and I watch the football games. And I've said, oh my God, if they say Taylor is at the game one more time, I'm going to just hang myself. I've not heard them as a couple. I've heard of her, of course. Apparently, NFL is pushing the relationship to get Taylor to do a Super Bowl performance, as the reports say. Hopefully, it will fade. They made such a big deal out of it. That's an understatement. They're making an enormous deal about it. Now, here's the thing. If they want Taylor Swift to do the Super Bowl, performance, make a deal with her. They have different stars do it all the time, right? So what's the big deal? I don't know that she would necessarily like what. Okay. So here's what some of the theories are out there, that KeLCE or Travis and Taylor are only friends, that they're not even in an actual relationship. And they're saying, like what you said, Manel, that the reason some people think that the reason that she's even doing this, and that the NFL is making a big deal about it, is because she's trying to get more fans for herself from the NFL world. And NFL is trying to get more fans to come and watch the NFL games, right? Or maybe go see the games in person, or have a bigger viewership on TV if they keep, talking about how Taylor Swift is at the game. So it's kind of like a mutual arrangement that both sides are trying to get extra publicity or whatever out of this. If she cares for him, she will stop going to the games. Well, first of all, you can't see what's going on at the game up in the box. if I'm going to a game, I want to see what's going on the field. But I'm a huge NFL fan, so I don't want to be up in no box because I might as well be at home watching it on my TV if that's the case, right? How many more fans does Taylor need? Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's too distracting. So I agree. It's so distracting. And I just was like, oh my God, I don't care. Why are these sports announcers wasting time and energy talking about Taylor Swift? I don't care. I mean, that's great. I like Taylor and all of that. But I don't, when I'm watching football, I want to hear about football. I don't want to hear about Taylor Swift. I don't want to hear about it. So anyway, Taylor, Taylor Swift and Beyonce. I haven't heard anything about Beyonce, like anything. So I don't even know what's going on with Beyonce. Do not dare speak on Beyonce. Listen, I love Beyonce's music. I've always been a fan. I don't know if I've heard her recent stuff. I like a lot of her older stuff. Loved it. Have a lot of her music on my CDs and stuff. But allegedly, I got to say it, Beyonce's, she talks about Sasha, how she sold her soul. So that's all I'm saying. Right? We've talked about it on this channel before on this, how, you don't get to be that big of a megastar unless you're doing some dealings with the dark. Hi, Rosella Rose girl. Happy Friday. So you don't get to be that huge of a star unless you're doing some kind of a dark energy deal. Beyonce and Taylor toured at the same time. Oh, I didn't even know Beyonce was touring. Like, I literally don't hear anything about Beyonce anymore. She's minding her business. She doesn't have a lot going on except for her tour. It just ended and the tour's concert film. Oh, interesting. Okay. Interesting. Well, okay. Yeah, I just haven't heard hardly anything. But Taylor, I am tired. I don't want to hear about Taylor Swift on NFL football anymore. I want football. It's American football. It's not, soccer or whatever, like other countries. It's American football, which is different. I want to hear the announcers talking about the plays. I know my nose keeps itching. I don't know why. I know it sounds silly, but I'm really into football and I want to know what the plays are, and that's it. So, okay. So because of these rumors about Taylor and, Travis, that it's not really, they're not even really in a relationship, that it's an agreement, a partnership so Taylor can get more fans. And so the NFL can bring in more fans for them. I can never feel a connection with Taylor at all. It just seems there's something about her that doesn't fit with me personally. I'm with you, Manil. She wouldn't want football announcers at her concerts commentary. Can you imagine Al Michaels or what did his partner used to be? Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth. Can you imagine those two? And any of the American people know what I'm talking about that watch football. Oh God, Taylor just, did a spin and I can't believe that, whatever. I could just picture their voices doing that. Especially Al Michaels. Oh my God, that would be so funny. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I hope that they don't bring up about Taylor at the games anymore because I don't want to hear it. La, 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 la. They're ruining the game for me. Anyway, so I want to ask if on some of the models, yeah, we can do a reading on the models. Yeah, let me do Taylor Swift first and then then we can do whatever models, put their names in. Please take her tickets away from her. Ban Taylor from the NFL games. No more. Tell the cameramen they're not allowed to zoom in on the box and show Taylor. I don't want to hear him. Okay, anyway. I just want my NFL football in peace, people. That's it. Naomi and Cindy are coming up again. Okay. Well, we'll ask, but let me ask about falling on the back seat. All right, we'll ask, but let me do Taylor. So I want to ask if Taylor and I really like the other singer she hangs out with and brought to the game, Sabrina Carpenter. She seems nice. I'm not sure who that is. Yeah, I don't know who that is. I know she's brought like Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman. I don't know. She's brought people to the game, and I don't know why. I don't know why, but anyway. So let's ask if Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are really in a romantic relationship with each other. Because most people think that they're not, they're just friends and it's just for show. An agreement on both sides to get bigger viewership on both sides. So let's see. No, they're not in a romantic relationship. So yeah, I am getting from psychically and from my guides the same thing that most people are saying out there, that they're not in a romantic relationship with each other. They're not. And I'm getting that one of them, and I can't tell which one it is. I can't feel which one it is, but one of them has a new love coming in, not each other. It's someone new coming in. So one of them has a new love coming in that this will be like the one. So yeah, I think it's just like a business arrangement. And this is funny. It actually says that Travis Kelce would never want to be in a romantic relationship with Taylor Swift. Like ever. Never. So I think that's kind of funny. Because he's a good looking guy. She's a very pretty girl. But I just get that they're too opposite and he would never be interested in that. Like ever. So I don't think that he would let that happen. But I do feel there's a new love coming in. And, because some people do think that maybe are they seeing each other because they're always being seen together. She's at all the games, whatever. Somebody is upset. I think it's maybe someone who likes Travis or maybe an ex of his is really upset and sending a lot of dark energy towards Taylor. So Taylor, if you're listening, do some energy protection. So I think there's someone who really, 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 really is obsessed with Travis and is very upset at the possibility or the thought of Taylor hanging around him and sending some, negative juju. So, Do some energy clearing, Taylor. When Jessica Simpson went to Dallas games, the fans hated it. Well, it's funny that you said that because it's some game. I don't know if it was just this last Sunday or maybe another Sunday, but they played some kind of ad for Taylor and the fans booed. The fans in the stands booed the ad of Taylor. So yeah, they are tired of it. The fans don't care. It's a totally different crowd. They don't care. I wouldn't want all the people in the world, 97% are Swifties, to sing a song about me and hate me for no reason too. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Because we all know Taylor does that. So, yeah, we Taylor's, notorious for that. She puts it all out there in these songs and good for her. That's probably her way of, getting through the breakup or her own like healing and all of that. And that's great, good for her. But yeah, I wouldn't want that either. I would not, I wouldn't want that either. So I can't blame him on that. It's possible he dated someone for 5 years prior. Well, if it's that person, allegedly, I mean, I'm telling you, someone is really upset and is specifically sending some negative juju towards Taylor. So that's not good. That is a great way to express your feelings, but the fans just turn it into weird things. Well, yeah, they do. I mean, if it works for her, that's great. But I know that there are a lot of people out there that think, why is she airing her dirty laundry in song lyrics and, for the world to hear and whatever. That's probably part of what Taylor does, right? I mean, that's a Taylor thing to do. And it gets people talking about your song. So it's probably genius on her part because if it's whether people are supporting her or whatever, people are talking about it. So, yeah, can you imagine having a breakup song? No. No, I can't. I would not want to be in anyone's song. Unless it's, of course, how great I am. No Taylor Swift songs. Here's the interesting thing, though. I think that Taylor may have allegedly like hinted to Travis that she wouldn't mind dating him in a romantic way. I think she hinted at it. I mean, he is a good looking guy. I mean, right? He is. He's not having it. He's like, no, no, thanks. Nope. Not going there. But I get that she kind of hinted at it. I don't know if she's still hinting at it, but she did. She did. He's like, nope. I'm good. Thanks. I'm good. Moving along. Whatever. So yeah, I don't think they're dating. I mean, let's ask how long. Well, let's ask if this is true. Let's ask if it is. They're both strong personalities. Yeah. Well, from what I understand, again, I don't follow people like this, but supposedly Travis Kelce is a little bit of a player, if you know what I mean. So how long until Taylor stops coming to games? I was just going to ask that. For the love of all that's holy. Stop going to the games, Taylor. We don't care. You're ruining our experience. Oh my God. I mean, if she wants to go to the game, fine, but stop. Oh my God. Cameramen, stop looking up at stop. Announcers, stop. I don't I don't want to hear Taylor. I don't want to see her on the screen. I don't want that. Yeah, it's annoying. But anyway, so I want to ask if the NFL, if this is some kind of agreement with the NFL so that they can like maybe an official kind of official but not official agreement that Taylor keeps coming to these games so that it gets more like a wider range audience for the NFL. Let's ask that. I'm hearing the fans are now wanting to come to the games to see her, and that's the price, and that the price may get increased because of it. Yeah, I mean, see, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I want to ask is this like, some sort of a official, not official arrangement or agreement for Taylor to come to get a wider range of people to come to the games? That's what I want to ask. Well, it's saying sort of. I am getting I am getting yes, sort of. So yes, but it's not exactly only to get. I think there's some other reasons there. And I don't know exactly what the other reasons would be. Like, I'm trying to even see what the reasons would be. Or think what the reasons would be. I don't even know what other reason there would be. But so yes, but not. So that's part of it to get more like a broader fan base for NFL games and to watch them on TV and also to go to the games. But there's something else. There's something else that is it the Super Bowl? But see, all they have to do is make a contract with her. That's what they do with any other celebrity. They just make a contract. So, it might be the Super Bowl game. I don't know. I feel like there's something else and I can't quite pick up on it. I feel like there's some other angle besides just getting a wider, audience viewership for the NFL games. That's part of it, but it's a little more than that. Well, I am hearing that it could be to get more Taylor fans too. But that's like lower on the priority. It's more geared for the NFL. But why would Taylor do it unless she's getting something out of it? And that's what I'm trying to pick up. And see, I'm not getting that they paid her to do this. There's some deal. I don't know. I can't pick it up. I can't pick up what the extra angle is. So part of it is to get a larger viewership for the NFL, but there's some other angle too, and I can't quite get what that other angle is. We may eventually learn about it, but we're not going to know about it right now. It's a hidden arrangement or agreement or a deal right now, but we're going to find out about it eventually. So it is going to come out. I'm hearing in about 10 months. I don't know what's in 10 months, but it's crazy to push a singer for presidency. Is she supposed to be running for president? God help us. God help us, please, no. Oh my God. Yeah. So there's something there It is for more viewership for the NFL. The NFL is absolutely doing this to benefit more viewership for them. So that is part of it, but there's another angle, and I can't pick up on that other angle. And I don't know that there's a lot of money attached to it. It's like, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. You do this for us, we'll do this for you. So it's something like that. I don't know. About other people, real people and their feelings involved aren't hate to other person knowing. Yeah, I agree. Don't they do deals like that with actors sometimes act like couples? I think so. But how would what would the NFL like? See, that's the weird thing is the NFL is like an entity, right? It's an organization. And so why would the organization? Well, I just feel part of it is the NFL wants more viewership. And they know that Taylor Swift has an enormous fan base. So I do get that. But but there's something else, and it's gnawing away at me, and I can't get it. I can't get what the other angle is. I don't know. I can't get what the other angle is, but this is kind of funny. I am getting that. So this is how they showed up. Actually, it was like this. This is how they showed up in the cards for this question. Taylor looking directly at Travis, and Travis is not looking at her. So I think Taylor would like to date him romantically. I don't think he's interested. So, I think she would date him. I think she would. I don't think he's going for it, though. Apparently, there's an article. Former White House communications director for Donald Trump says Taylor Swift can defeat him at the 2024 presidential election and that she is the only one who can. Good grief. Oh my God. I don't even know what to say. That's crazy. That's crazy. Should we ask that? Let's ask if Taylor is going to chase. That would be interesting. Don't we always want what we can't have? Most people, right? And if Taylor gets whoever she wants, if there's actually somebody who doesn't want her, that's going to pique her interest. So you know what? I got to ask it. That's insane. I had not heard that. I don't know. I can't see her doing it, but I'm going to ask just because you brought that up, Manel. I'm going to ask if, God help us, if Taylor Swift will ever run for president of the United States. Holy moly. That's frightening. Okay, let's see. That's what I'm saying, Chris. No. Thank God. No. The project she is doing in the latest years and the audience she is gathering is insane. Oh, I know. It is insane. But see, again, you don't get to that level of superstardom like where she's at now without dealing with the dark energy. You just don't. So that part is scary to me. What kind of deals has she made? What's going on there, right? A would-be dictator and a singer. That's what's America coming to. Yeah. We don't even want her at the game, let alone, yeah, right? So no, I'm getting, oh my God, thank God. I'm getting a no. I am getting, if she did run, she may just win. That is frightening. Don't tell her I said that, because we don't want to plant that seed. Don't tell her I said that. But no, I get that she's not. She is humored by, she has heard that too, though. I'm getting that she has heard that about these article or whatever, the rumors, whatever, that, running for presidency. She's heard it, and she's very humored by it. She thinks it's interesting and it's funny. So yeah. Good Lord. Yeah, David, I don't know. I don't like asking political questions. I don't like politics. I don't like either side. I think they're both awful. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, so that was Taylor and Travis in the NFL, and stop ruining my NFL game. That's all I'm saying. I want to enjoy my game. No more Taylor Swift talk. Views in the box, the camera. I don't want that anymore. Taylor, take a break. Don't go to the games, and if you do, put a disguise on so that nobody knows it's you. I don't want to be distracted now. All right, that was fun. So now I want to switch gears a little bit. Did you guys hear about this? This is a crazy case. There is some woman on trial. I think the trial is just barely beginning, or maybe it's like initial motions or something. But supposedly there's this woman. Her name is Karen Reed. She was dating a police officer, I think, for a couple of years, or maybe longer than that. Anyway, she was dating this police officer, cute couple, whatever. She ended up, I guess getting whatever, too clingy, whatever, but he was trying to break things off. Okay. And he, by the way, has custody of his, I think it's his sister and brother-in-law both passed away. So he adopted their children. So he's got custody of these children. Anyway, they went out this one night. Now, there's all kinds of camera footage on this. I'm not going to go into the whole entire story, but in a nutshell, I'm going to give you a couple places to go look for all the details. But in a nutshell, they went out a couple years ago to a couple bars with a group of people who were also police officers. When they left the second bar, she was driving, this Karen Reed, in a black SUV truck. She was driving and ended up, now her story, okay, what she's on trial for is that they're saying they accused her of first degree M. And what they're saying is she took him to the after party at one of the police officers' homes. And he was just going to go inside. So he got out of the black SUV and she ran him over with the car, with the SUV, and unalived him. So that's what she's being brought up on charges for. They found one of her back taillights was broken. Supposedly, they found pieces of the broken glass in the snow where this police officer's body was found. And here's where the story is insane. The other story that she's saying, Karen Reed, that her defense is claiming, is that this police officer, his name is John, he got out of the black SUV. Karen went home, and John went into the house party with a whole bunch of, I think there were 6 or 8 people there, police officers and their spouses. They're claiming that he either got in a fight with one of the officers inside that home and they unalived him, or maybe he fell and hit his head or something and became unalived and they didn't know what to do. So they carried his body out to in front of their home, like kind of, next to the home a little bit on an easement, like near the street, and just put him there. It was like a massive snowstorm was coming. So it was snowing. They got like several feet of snow. Anyway, that's what the defense is claiming. Completely two totally polar opposite stories. They're also claiming that here's where the story gets really crazy. They have video footage of Karen Reed backing out of her driveway at 5:30 in the morning. That morning. Now she dropped him off at this house party roughly around, I don't know, 2:30 in the morning. They have video footage of Karen backing out of her driveway at 5:30 in the morning at her home when he hadn't arrived home. And you can see on the footage, the Ring camera, she backs up right into, so as she's backing up, she hits the police officer John's car that was also parked in the driveway. She hits it right in the area where this broken taillight is. So the defense is saying that is when the taillight is broken. However, when you watch her then pull away, it looks from the camera footage like the light was not even broken at that time. So then another theory is that when she ends up going back to that house party house to pick up some of the wives. They were going to go out and look for him because Karen was, this is what she's saying. Karen was concerned because he wasn't home yet. So one of the theories is that someone came, while she was in the house with the wives where the house party was and where his body was parked right by the, outside by the street. Someone snuck out and broke her taillights and took the pieces of broken plastic and put them around the snow where this body was found. However, the cops at the house party were saying, and the prosecutor is saying, no, when she backed up over John, that's when the taillight broke. And that's when the little pieces of plastic were found, were there. However, John was way under the snow near the bottom. Supposedly, the pieces of the broken taillight were more closer to the top. So that was strange. Another strange thing is one of the wives in the house claimed that when they ended up finding John, the body, underneath the snow, this was around 5:30 in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. One of the wives, Jennifer, said that Karen said to her, can you please look up how long does it take for someone to unalive in the cold? However, the authorities tracked and looked at all the Google searches, which were deleted off of Jennifer's phone, by the way, the wife of one of the house party. They were deleted. And supposedly this Jennifer looked up a Google search at 2:27 a.m. looking up how long does it take for someone to unalive in the cold. It is the craziest story. So now there's all these people protesting and picketing outside the courthouse and whatever, saying, free Karen Reed, because they're saying she was set up by the house party of all these other police officers. Also, this John had these injuries on his arm, and they're like these scratches. The defense is saying, though, that the owner of that home that they went to the house party at owned a German Shepherd. And the defense is saying that the John probably got in a fight with his brother-in-law or something, another police officer. And while they were fighting, the German Shepherd probably jumped up on him and attacked him and got these injuries on his arm. So, but then the prosecutor is saying, absolutely not. Those are not wounds from a German Shepherd or from a dog or from an animal at all. They're from her backing up over him. But the defense is saying, no, these are from the dog attacking him because the dog was probably trying to protect his owner. It's insane. I've never seen a case where you literally have the most polar opposite stories of what supposedly happened. It's just crazy. So, so I really wanted to take a look at this and ask if you guys, by the way, if you guys want more information on this, there's two places that you can go, and they show video footage. They show, cameras of them when they were coming in and out of bars, whatever. They show timelines. They show, the different timestamps for Google searches and all that. So there's a lot of good information. One is on Annie Elise's channel, 10 to Life. So go check on her. If I remember, I'll try to put the link to her video in the description after. Did the autopsy report tell anything about it? Yes. So the autopsy, that's a great question. So what the autopsy showed, yeah, I like Annie Elise too. She's very thorough. But I got to tell you, when I watched the video, I was so confused about the different players. So she's got a lot of details. So I recommend watching it. But I also recommend watching Court TV. Just did a video. They've done a few videos about this case, Karen Reed. However, there's one, and I'll try to put the link to that one too, if I remember, in the video description after I'm done. They show one where they have experts. They bring on experts, and they go through, evidence after evidence after evidence, like all of the things that are being brought up on both sides. And they have these experts talking about, this piece and this piece and this thing and the smoking gun and all of that. What the autopsy said was that he had severe head trauma on the back of his head, but he also, so it was a combination. He passed away from the combination of the head trauma and the cold, laying out in the cold for hours, because they did find in his internal organs that there were some, I'm not a medical examiner or a doctor, but he had some, internal organs that were in a stage of, you could tell that they were in hypothermia or whatever you want to say it. So it was a combination of both that they feel he passed away from both of them, that the severe head trauma on the back and the cold. So I don't think they're ruling it as one definitively or the other. It was a combination of the two. So anyway, but I would, like I said, if I remember, I will, so check back, later tonight or tomorrow and look in the description. I'll try to put the links to the two videos in there. But the Court TV one was, it just basically gets into the nitty gritty of what the defense is claiming versus what is the prosecutor claiming and how they're completely polar opposite. And it shows just a lot of interest. But Annie Elise's is really good too and very thorough. Your dog is checking in. Yes. Yep. Yep, she's right behind me, little Bella. Come here, Bella. What are you doing? No, she's sniffing around. Yeah, she's checking in. She's so cute, my little Bella. Okay, so let's ask. So the first thing I want to ask is, and of course, all of this is alleged. Please go do your own research and form your own opinions. This is just basically what I'm getting from my guides and angels and God and from being a psychic medium. So please go do your own research. What are you doing, Bella? Can you see her in the bottom corner there? That's little Bella. She's sniffing around. She's so cute. My little Bella. Okay, so I just checked a few things and I cannot get any good energies from the wife for some reason, but the other suspects feel like they are also in this for some reason. Yeah, well, see, Manil, here's the thing. When I first, very, very first heard of the story, the case, and saw the wife, I got terrible energy that I picked up from her. So it was awful energy. So I'm not saying that this Karen Reed is a good person in general, but but then when you start hearing all of this stuff, it's insane. So I just want to ask if Karen Reed did actually allegedly do this. That's the first thing I want to ask. And I really encourage you guys to go check out those videos, because in cases just like you're going to be, what? I mean, how polar opposite can these things be? But so let's ask if Karen did do this. Who drops it was boyfriend at 2 a.m. Well, they had just all come back from being out at the bars. So the bars had just closed and there was an after party. And I guess she didn't want to stay. So she dropped him off and went home. That's what she's claiming. But anyway, so let's see. It is not answering me. And I think what it's doing is it's getting confused about whether she's going to be like, whether I'm asking about the actual trial, because you can have it both ways. Someone who is guilty for real, but then they're found not guilty. Casey Anthony, allegedly, and I can name others. Or sometimes you're not guilty, but you are found guilty. So whether you did it or not, and then what you're found in the trial are two different things, right? So I think it's getting it confused. So I'm going to ask it again. But I mean, I am getting that there's a lot of stuff. And yes, that's right, Chris. I didn't want to say it. There's a lot of stuff hidden in this case that I don't know that we're ever going to find out the full story. And I feel I'm going to re-ask it again. I'm going to try to phrase it a different way. And I'm going to see if I can delineate it from, separating it out from the trial. Because I don't want to know about the trial right now. I'm asking if she literally did it, allegedly. See, here's the thing. I feel like, yeah, that's another good question. Here's what I'm getting. I'm still not getting a totally clear answer, but what I'm getting is I feel like both parties are somehow involved. I don't know how that would be. Either one or the other did it. See, it can't be both because she did leave. I believe that they saw on camera when her black SUV came home. I don't know that this is what I'm picking up on the energy. When I first heard about the case and I first saw her, and she's been in interviews and whatever. Oh my God, she is annoying. She's a B. I'm going to say it like that. I don't want to swear, but she's a B. I did not like her. I don't like her. She is just something. Go watch some interviews that she's done. She is just, you're going to be like, I can't stand her. She's just this terrible person. However, then as I started focusing on the case and hearing stuff, I felt like I still don't like her, but I feel like she isn't the one that's responsible for the unaliving. Allegedly. That's what I pick up psychically and intuitively. I don't think she is responsible for that. I don't feel it. See, I'm getting that this would be possible cover-up by police department. Allegedly, these are two of the potential people that were actually involved in it. So allegedly. So I just don't, I just don't feel that she did this. As much as I really don't like her or her energy, I don't feel like she did it. I don't. It's crazy. Let's ask. Let's ask if she. Well, that's a good way to ask it. Chris. Let's ask if she left him. Well, see, that's going to be a trick question because I would say she did drop him off in the snow because it was snowing. It was a snowstorm that night, and so even if she dropped him off and he went in the house, she was still dropping him off in the snow, right? Because it was a snowstorm. So I don't know that that's a good way to ask that. But let's ask how the trial is going to go. Let's ask if she'll be found guilty. When this trial is over with. I mean, this is going to be a doozy of a trial. It's insane. Well, I'll tell you what. Does she know or did something that might make her guilty even if she didn't M him? Well, see, that's what I was wondering. But then when I focused on that, I think they may have had an argument in the SUV on their way home or to this house party from the last bar that they were at, and then going to the whatever bar, whatever house party, whoever house that was. I felt like they got in an argument during that time. I don't know that I feel she was part of M. I don't think I feel that. Is she going to be found guilty at the trial? I am getting a no, and it's because her attorney presents enough evidence to make the jury doubt. Well, that's what I think. That's what I think, Chris. I think she was set up. That's what I'm feeling. Allegedly. So no, I don't think she'll be found guilty. And I think it's because her attorney presents enough solid things to cause reasonable doubt for the jury. I can feel the jury's energy though. And are they going to walk away thinking that she wasn't exactly involved? Some are and some aren't. But because of what's presented and the way it's presented, I think that because they're instructed by the judge and the court to, if there's any reasonable doubt, you can't find guilty. So there's going to be enough reasonable doubt where I don't think they're going to find her guilty. I don't think they are, but I really feel like she didn't do it. I do feel like it's a cover-up conspiracy. And it's going to have to look into it. I haven't heard about this one. Yeah, it's not been plastered all over the news like you would think. So I just happened to stumble upon it. I think I stumbled upon it by Annie Elise of 10 to Life's video. And I was like, oh my God, I haven't heard about this. And I don't know why I haven't heard it because it's an insane case. And then I was looking on Court TV and I watch a lot of their videos when they're, because I don't know if you guys watch any of the Court TV, Vinny. I love Vinny. He cracks me up. But he always has experts on about a lot of the big cases. And so then I looked up theirs after I watched Annie Elise's. And there was this one specific one that I love Vinny. Yeah, he's good. He's so dramatic. He makes me laugh. But in Annie Elise's, so I would say watch both because Vinny doesn't show all the video stuff, I don't think, unless he does in other videos. But the one I watched where he had a bunch of experts on that I think he put out not that long ago. That one, I don't think he showed all the video footage, but if you watch Annie Elise's, I believe she does. So remember I said that there's I love true crime stuff too. Me too. So remember I said that there was video footage of Karen Read at 5:30 in the morning, backing out of her driveway. And so she's doing like a 3-point turn, right? She's backing this way, hits John's car with the corner of her truck. Not hard though, it doesn't look like. And then turns around and then pulls out this way and drives away. Well, you can see the back of her taillights in the camera, in the video footage. To me, now I'm not an expert. To me, it doesn't look like that tail light was broken. It looked like it was not broken, and that was at 5:30 in the morning. To me, it doesn't look broken, which leads me to think, well, when was it broken? And again, supposedly the broken pieces were higher up in the snow than where he was. And supposedly another weird piece about this too is supposedly he had a cocktail glass in his hand that he had taken with him from one of the bars that they were at. And apparently that glass broke. And supposedly there's a piece of that glass that was embedded, like stuck into her bumper in the area of where the taillight was broken. So on the one hand, it does look like there's evidence of that she ran him over. On the other hand, when you hear about the Google search and then you look at the video footage where she hits his car at 5:30 in the morning, and then when she pulls away, it looks like her taillight wasn't broken at that time. I don't know. It's just crazy. It's crazy. So, like I said, I'll if I can remember, I will put, but the cops know the tricks. Absolutely, they do. Allegedly, that's what I'm saying. Here you've got a house party. Everyone there was a bunch of police officers and their spouses. So, of course, they're going to know the tricks, right? So, it's insane. But I'll try to leave the links to the videos in the description. So check back in like an hour if you want to wait till I post the links. Or just go search on Annie Elise 10 to Life and look up Kieran Reed. And yep, that's right, David. And Court TV, I think, has several videos on the Kieran Reed one too. So you can look at those. I think the one I'm thinking of, the one that I watched, I didn't watch all of them on Court TV. The one I watched was Vinny had on 4 expert panelists. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1 dropped off, and then he just finished it with with just 3 of them. So, that one was interesting because you've got experts in different fields, different areas of career that are weighing in on the different evidence or whatever about this case. Hi, Persnickety. Happy Friday. Yeah, I hadn't really heard anything about this case either. And I don't understand why cops tend to cover for other cops. Absolutely, they do. They stick together. So allegedly, I mean, you don't want to think that goes on, but I think it does. My mom and I used to watch Court TV and call each other to discuss on breaks. Yeah. But yeah, so, look into the story. The more that you learn, and here's where it just kind of blew up lately. And I want to say, I think this is about between 1 and 3 months ago. I think because there's some motions, pretrial motions coming up. And this is where her defense attorney dropped all these bombs. He was basically addressing the judge, and he was saying point after point after point and showing different things about how it couldn't have been her that did it. And so that's where now this whole thing is resurfaced again. And that's kind of when I heard it. So it's, you might want to even go back, research, look up, like Google the Kieran Reed's defense attorney statement to the court, because he drops a whole bunch of information and evidence that they supposedly have. So it is a fascinating case. And it's polar opposite. Like, you can't get more opposite stories than this one. It's insane. So anyway, I think I got everything on my list. Somebody wanted me to ask about models. Are you still on? Who was that asked me about models? Let me scroll back. Oh, Rosella Rose Girl. Are you still on, Rosella? If you are, I can ask about models. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're specifically wanting to know about them. I mean, you brought up Naomi and Cindy. I'm assuming you're meaning Naomi Campbell and Cindy Crawford. The newer generation ones like Bella and Kendall are falling on the back seat. Bella is taking a break and Kendall is so disinterested. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what your question would be on them. Like, are you wondering why all of the sudden Naomi Campbell and Cindy Crawford are coming like out there now again? Or I'm not really sure what you're wanting to ask about that. But if you're still on, throw it in the chat. If not, I am going to probably log off. And just a reminder, if you haven't voted on the poll on my community tab, go do that. I'm thinking in the next few weeks of changing because I do these live streams weekly, and I've been doing them on Friday evenings, early evening in Chicago time, Central time. But I'm thinking of switching it to either a Saturday afternoon or a Sunday afternoon. I have a poll on there. So if you want, go do the poll. But I'm thinking it looks like from what the poll is showing so far, more people are wanting Saturday afternoon. So thank you, David. So I'm thinking about doing Saturday afternoon, switching my weekly lives to Saturday afternoon. So I may just do that in the next couple of weeks. I don't know. I may pop on, who knows, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see if anyone, how that time works out. And remember, if anyone gets like a private DM from me, direct message asking for money to get a reading, I never do that, but I had somebody impersonating me on TikTok, so I had to report them. So make sure that you're on my actual TikTok or YouTube because, and if somebody is asking you to spend money, if they're DMing you and reaching out, I would never do that. I've never done that. I will never do that. I don't do that. I don't need to do that. I've got my own clients and, and I get readings through my website. So I don't do that. So if somebody is doing that, and the one that impersonated me on TikTok, I don't know if they've taken the profile down yet because the person blocked me, so I can't check. But it looks like it's my profile. They've got my picture. They uploaded my videos from TikTok, and they spelled my name, KathieKinsler, but they spelled it with an extra R on the end. So that is not me. That's not me. So if you guys, see that, make sure just know that I'm not going to DM anyone and ask for money. Never. And if you guys run across anyone impersonating me, let me know. I'd appreciate it, or try to report them or something because, we don't like that. I don't know why. Thank you guys. Yeah, I don't know why they are impersonating me, but whatever, whatever. But I just want to make sure people know that that's not me and they're impersonating me. They've stolen my videos. They put it up on, pretending they're me. And, like I said, I reported them to TikTok. So hopefully they'll take the profile down. So anyway, that was it. That was fun. I love hanging with you guys. And I don't know if I'll do a surprise video this weekend or not. Maybe not. Maybe next weekend. But yeah, I'm thinking of doing, thank you guys for voting. Yeah, I'm thinking of some readers put water stamps on their screen for their videos. That's a good idea. I might try to figure out how I can do that. I might try to do that. I mean, I think well, see, here's the thing. On the TikTok, they impersonated me. They spelled my name almost exactly right. The only thing they did is put an extra R at the end. But if you were to just glance at it, it looks like my name. It is my name, except they put an extra R at the end. They stole my profile picture. They stole my videos off of my profile, uploaded on there. So it does look like it's me. Every few minutes, their name scrolls across. I'll have to look into that. I don't know how to do that. Yeah, it's so irritating. I don't know why they do that. I mean, negative energy, man, that there's scammers out there. And that's what they do, but it's really frustrating. I know I'm not the only one, the only psychic that has had that happen. I've heard other psychics talk about that too, that they're being impersonated and somebody's trying to steal all of their stuff. So anyway, I just wanted to put the alert out there so you guys are aware of it. Make sure if you do see someone impersonating me, please let me know so I can report them. Hopefully you caught it early. Yeah, well, it looks like they have, by the time I found out about it, it looks like they have already 155 followers and I don't know, some likes and stuff. So, yes. Yes, there is only one me. There's only one me. Yeah. It's just annoying. I don't, it's just annoying that they would do that. It's, can you just do your own? Why do you have to impersonate somebody else? I don't know. And they were tricky, sneaky. They blocked me. So I couldn't get on the profile. So I had to do a different way to try to report them to TikTok to take it down. And of course I had to prove that I was me and whatever. So hopefully, they're going to take that person's profile down soon, hopefully. But it's just annoying that people do that. All right, guys. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Have a good week ahead. And I will see you probably next Friday. And then I may switch to, I think I'm leaning more towards Saturday afternoon after that. So, but have a wonderful weekend. I love hanging with you guys. I love you guys. Yes, I will definitely give Bella, pet her and hug her for you guys. So have a great weekend, guys. And I will see you next week. Sending lots of love. Bye, guys.